When you think of Smash Ultimate DLC, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it Joker because he was an amazing starter to the Fighter Pass? Or is it Minecraft Steve on how he famously broke Twitter and easily became one of the most unexpected characters that we have in this game? When I think about DLC, I think of these beautiful men right here, and not this abomination of a DLC. Crash would have been. In this video, I'll be explaining why out of all the DLC that we have, despite some being very lackluster, that Hero is the best way to go. Especially if you lack skill because, you know, RNG can take you a long way, man. But in this video, I'll be breaking it down into parts and describing the reasons why you should get Hero. And I hope by the end of this video that I show you that Now, before we move on to the movesets and skills that Hero has, let's talk about his wardrobe. As you can see, Hero is the best dressed character in Smash Ultimate. Okay, Hero is one of the best dressed characters in Smash Ultimate, but that does not change the fact that he knows how to dress himself for success. The color combinations go crazy, especially for these four right here. Another good thing for Hero is that no matter what ult you use, you'll always stick out as the one that has the most class. Even though I prefer these four ults right here, the other four still go crazy. Now go out there and show them that you're not the only one with the best RNG, but also the best fashioned as well. Now, using Hero's normal attacks are great and all, but that can only get you so far. So that's where the item box comes in. You might be thinking to yourself right now, isn't the item box only in Mario Kart? Well, if you didn't know, there actually is an item box in Smash Ultimate. You ready to see it? See? I told you. Okay, technically it's more of a rectangle, but I mean, come on, item rectangle? Give me this one. With the item box, you can make all of your dreams come true and become a high tier player that you've always wanted to be, but without the work. Or just, you know, make an absolute fool out of yourself. Now, I know that the item box can be very intimidating, especially if you're a dumbass that can't read, but there are a lot of spells that you must learn to master the item box. The spells are Bang, Kaboom, Sizz, Fizzle, Whack, Thwack, Kamikaze, Magic Burst, Snooze, Heal, Oomph, Accelerado, Bounce, Kaklang, Zoom, Hocus Pocus, Flame Slash, Crackle Slash, Hatchet Man, Metal Slash, and Psycho. And that's it. Not too bad, right? Using Hero's item box is actually really easy. Just don't click on anything that says Kamikaze or Hocus Pocus. I know that Hocus Pocus looked very tempting, but trust me, more times than not, it'll give you some bullshit. In my opinion, the only spells that you really need to learn how to use the item box are Psych Up, Oomph, Heal, and for good measure, Bounce. Also use Bounce, especially against a character that has no projectiles whatsoever. Trust me, it asserts dominance. Then when you get more comfortable, you let the RNG take hold. Feel free to top deck and see what items you do. Yes, there are easier ways to learn what the spells do, but I mean, what's the fun in that? Plus, when you top deck, it actually looks really cool, and it's skill. Is there an opponent spamming projectiles? Search for Bounce. Is a heavy character taking too long to kill? Look for Psych Up and Oomph. And if you're a stock ahead and feeling a little lucky, use Hocus Pocus, because sometimes you'll be surprised at what you get. With Hero's item box, it makes him a very unpredictable character, and some people might see that as a disadvantage, but I see that as an opportunity to switch it up on how someone plays. No matter what the character you're going up against, you'll always have a good chance, and I truly believe that, despite the matchup. Now go train in your hyperbolic time chamber and come back a RNG god. So with Hero's moveset, he's just like any other sword fighter. Every sword character I know has a lightning side B, a neutral B that gives you 3 different options to attack, and not to mention that any of your smash attacks could possibly give you a crit, and man, those are what you want. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just start with my favorite move, the side B. With Hero's side B, it is a perfect tool to use against zoners, especially those idiots that think that they can reflect it. Side B is definitely your best tool for consistent pressure, but you can only use those side Bs for a limited amount of time, so you have to make them count. Pretty much any move that uses magic with Hero drains his MP, so think about it kind of like how Pichu hurts himself whenever he uses electricity, but except for damage, it's covered from mana loss. My only tip for side B is to be cautious on when you spam it because it does have a delay, but in time you'll learn to master it and side B will be your best friend. Now let's talk hero smash attacks. Now it's no surprise that most of hero smash attacks are absolute ass, except down smash. Down smash solves everything. What's unique about hero smash attack is that you have a 1 out of 8 chance to land a devastating blow against your opponent. When you hit it, it feels great. Now with neutral B, you have 3 options. You either have Lil B, Mid B, or Nathaniel B. In my opinion, I prefer to use Lil B and Mid B, but Nathaniel B is a little bit more of a hit or miss move. I say this because with a little fireball, you can set up combos and punish characters that always decide to throw projectiles and they'll just run into it. But the best way to use your neutral B is to always try to hit the medium fireballs. It's perfect for edge guarding, and if your opponent isn't thinking about it, then you can just surprise them with the neutral B from across the stage. And finally, with the Nathaniel B, it's only good if you're an experienced player. It's kind of a slow starting move, but the results of hitting your opponent are worth the risk of mana sometimes. You also have to be very careful with the characters that can reflect projectiles such as Dr. Mario and Fox, and many more annoying ass characters. But with timing and precise moments, you will be able to land those Nathaniel Bs every time. And finally, the up B. With this tool, it's pretty obvious what it's used for. That's right. It's your best out of shield option, baby, and also a good recovery or whatever. Seriously though, using your up B out of shield can lead to some crazy events. I only use up B when it's right next to the platform because once you land, the opponent is still stunned. Not only because of the up B, but because that was such a bold and awesome move to do, especially as an out of shield option. And once that happens, you hit them with the forward smash, up smash, or whatever seems right at the moment. And that's all I gotta say about up B. It's a nice recovery, but who needs that when you got zoom, baby? Another thing that goes over people's heads is, what does the community think of this DLC character? For example, when Minecraft Steve came out, everyone was excited and happy to see him come into Smash, but it only took a couple months for people to hate Steve because of how technical his playstyle is. Also, skill issue, get good, idiot. Anyways, it was the opposite with Hero. At first, many people thought that he was absolutely broken regarding his RNG and other beautiful quirks that he has, but a few months go by and he is no longer as hated as he once was. People didn't really see him as a serious character anymore, and more looked like a meme character, kind of like Dr. Mario and Little Mac. Despite all that, at the end of the day, people love to see Hero. Hero is met with love, compassion, and a bunch of respect. Okay, not really the respect part, but he's met with a lot of love and compassion. Also, I mean, come on, this is the closest thing that we're getting to Dragon Ball Z. You gotta love this character. So at the end of the day, even though you have to give Nintendo some money, the return on investment is worth more than the price tag. I hope I opened your eyes to seeing why Hero is the best DLC out of all the choices, even with the Fighter Pass 2. And I hope to see more Hero mains in future streams. If you made it this far, you might as well leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on post notifications, and thank you all so much for watching. And shout out to all of the members that are currently on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for the extra support. It really does mean the world to me, and I really can't thank you enough. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.